Hamas terrorists attacked the Nova Music Festival and surrounding Israeli communities on October 7, 2023, murdering more than 1,200 people and abducting more than 250. For Liz Hirsh Naftali, the nightmare was personal. Among the victims, her niece and nephew, killed in front of their children, two of whom survived by hiding in a closet all day and into the night. Their little sister, 3-year-old Abigail, who'd been shielded by her parents' bodies, was taken hostage.
And she was in her father's arms when he was shot and killed, and he fell on her. And her brother and sister, a 6- and 9-year-old, thought that she had been killed, and they locked themselves in a closet for 14 hours.
Naftali has written a book called Saving Abigail about the family's successful efforts to free the little girl after 51 harrowing days in captivity. Abigail was among the nearly 20 residents of Kibbutz Kfar Aza to be abducted that day. More than 60 others in that kibbutz alone, including her parents, were massacred. Bringing Abigail home, alive and healthy, became Naftali's obsession.
We thought she had been killed, but when I learned that she had survived, I looked at this picture and I said, I'm going to bring you home. I didn't know how. And I took this photo and I printed hundreds of copies. And then when I did press or when I did meetings up on Capitol Hill, I gave this photo to everyone I met.
Abigail was finally released along with 16 others, including the neighbor who took care of her and other kids who were held hostage.
She was with the woman, Hagar, and her 3 kids. After seeing her parents murdered, after being taken as a hostage, she had this woman who loved her, hugged her, talked to her, and treated her as she was one of her own children.
Over a year later, Abigail, now 5 years old, is doing well, living with cousins and her older brother and sister. But as far as Naftali is concerned, the fight won't be over until every remaining hostage is free.
Even though Abigail and 105 women and children were released last year at the end of November, when there was a ceasefire, there's still today 100 people who have not been released. And what we saw from then until now is that they have died, they have been killed, they don't have time.
She's continuing to connect with other hostage families as well as government officials. While she has met with President Biden, efforts to meet with President-elect Trump have so far been unsuccessful.
He's 15 minutes away, right across the bridge. If he would see you, what would you say?
It would be an honor to see him. I would be happy to see him. I would go myself. I would go with other families that I've been working with for 15 months that have loved ones that are still there. But listen, our message would just be, please help us.
As for what we can do to help free the hostages, Naftali says people should contact elected officials, spread the word on social media, and never give up until all the hostages are home. This is Cheryl Kahn reporting for WPB-TV.